Hello and welcome at TerraIndex. In this video we will dive into the reporting options TerraIndex offers. You can reach the report function in the project details screen with the report button at the bottom left of the display. You are now in the report display where we see all the different options. There are Word reports, Excel reports and also board log reports. Just like projects, reports you use regularly can be pinned to the top of the screen. To add a report to the top, click on it and then click on the pin button. Unpinning is done in a similar way. This way you always have quick access to the reports you use often. At the top, right of the search bar, there is a language selector. This allows you to define in which language you wish the report to be. You then get to see the reports that are available in the selected language. Let's first have a look at the board log reports. Click on one of the items. We then see that there are a few available options. The most important ones are Generate Report and Select Data. With Generate Report, you can create a report with all the predetermined data and settings. With Select Data, you can choose the data included in the report and modify some settings. For example, you can select which measurement points to include. Check the boxes next to the measurement points on or off, and reorder them by dragging them with the mouse. On the next display, you can set a few options and you see a preview of the board log on the right. You can, for example, change the scale, select data for the layer description, and several additional settings by going through the different tabs. After you made some changes, click on Generate Preview to see how the resulting board log looks like. When you're satisfied with the results, click on Generate and the report will be created. After the report has been generated, you can download it. In this case, it opens a PDF in the browser that can be saved locally with the Save button. But there are also other reports available, such as Word and Excel reports. Let's have a look at the Fieldwork Data report. Here as well, you can first select the measurement points you want to include. But you can also choose the water samples. So, depending on the type of report, you can select more or less data to be included. This one can also be downloaded. As this report is a Word report, I can't open it in the browser, but you can directly save it locally. This way, you get all the requested data nicely in a Word report. This report can now be used in your final report and, it being in Word, you can simply add and edit data within it. A special type of report is the test report. In TerraIndex, you can perform lots of tests on your lab results. You can test the lab results relative to specific norms, if these are already defined in TerraIndex, or you can define your own norms and test relative to those. The test is then performed from within the report itself. As an example, I will go to a Dutch report to show a Botova report. First, we select the data. Here we have the measurement points. And in the next step, we see the analysis samples where we can define a few settings. We can change the percentages of organic matter and lutum content, so the measured values get recomputed based on these percentages. For water samples, we can define whether it concerns deep water samples, as different rules may apply to some parameters. And we can finally generate the report. All the data is sent to the Botova service that performs the actual test. Then Botova sends the results back to TerraIndex, and TerraIndex will compile the report. The report is now ready and we can download it, save it and open it in Word. As you can see, the report contains various tables for sensory observations, groundwater measurements, requested analysis, and the actual test tables where any excess of threshold values is indicated in color. This can be edited further for use in your own reports. And that is how you can use the different reporting options in TerraIndex to create your own reports. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our other videos about TerraIndex.